Hi, and welcome to something new, and this is a game called IRONSTRIKE, and I was sent a key for it this week. So yes, this is a game that I've received a free key for. I've not really looked at it properly. I've certainly not played it before, so this is me literally first running it up and hitting record and doing the usual thing that I do with games that have been sent essentially a review copy of, as it were. I run it up and just see how approachable it is and how much fun it is or isn't and stuff like that. Right off the bat, I'm actually liking the fact that it drops me straight in the menu before there's loud music playing and things like that. A dev who does that always wins me over, because there's so many games, especially, shall we say, less mature games in terms of how old they are, not content. That makes sense, right? But less mature games tend to just like drop you straight into a menu with loads of loud music and you can't do anything about it and stuff like that, and it gets a bit much. So I kind of appreciate this. Before I get deeply into it, because I don't know what's going to happen when I hit continue, this seems to be a kind of sword combat, physics-based spell casting thing. I don't know how adjacent it is in terms of the idea of the game to, say, something like Blade and Sorcery or whatever. There's a few games I've played like this in the past. It looks a bit more cartoony, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It looks like the kind of thing that probably will work really well native on the Quest in terms of its graphical content and things like that, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is already available native on the Quest, or it's heading that way or whatever. It also does seem in the description to be quite heavy on the multiplayer thing. It seems to be a 4-way multiplayer or something like that, but it does in the listings say that it's single player as well. If it had been only multiplayer, I probably wouldn't have actually accepted the copy. Props to the dev though, they actually sent me 2 keys, so if I had someone who I could play with, and I don't really know anyone who's got a setup similar to mine that has the time and all that kind of stuff, I would have been able to play with someone else, so that's really nice. But I'm hoping that it does mean I can play a single player game. Just looking for smooth rotation. There we go. I can't test it. Okay. Rotation speed is 5 something. Right, I'm going to go with that. Safety warning. Please play IRONSTRIKE safely. To avoid injury, clear your play space and follow all VR safety guidelines. Seriously, be sure you have enough space to play safely. We care about our players and don't want you to get hurt. I think I should be okay. While I don't have a massive amount of space that I play in, because I've played so much VR in this space, I'm very aware of my boundaries. Oh, turn speed's quite nice. That's nice. And smooth move, that's good. Hold the grip button to grab your weapon. Ooh, hello. Oh, there's a nice little bit of blur on the sword, that's nice. You can move around using the left thumbstick. Approach the beacon to start an encounter. Okay. No collisions with my hand. Ooh. I like the look. I like the look of this so far. Move close to an enemy to generate focus on them. Digging the music. Music's good. Oh. Oh. Right. So I've got focus on them. And I can see damage above them, presumably. So it doesn't seem to be collision with them, unfortunately. Oh, they seem to be losing parts. Okay. You also gain focus by blocking. Swing forcefully. A heavy block generates extra focus, and hitting harder will deal more damage. Doesn't actually tell me what focus really means, though. Okay, the blocking's fun. Right, so there is collision on the weapons. Oh, he got me. He's lost his sword. It feels a bit mechanical, but kind of fun so far. I'm getting a little bit of a feel of what's the sword fighting game that I haven't played for a wee while now, where you go through lots of levels and it's very much a roguelike as well. I forgot the name of it, but it sort of reminds me of that. Not exactly challenging at the moment. Be warned, a large enemy's attacks can only be stopped by a shield or a forceful heavy block. Oh, he's got a big hammer thing. Those things just grew for some reason. Whoa. Oh shoot, I haven't got a shield. Oh. Oh, okay. I can double, oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. I can't block him. And I don't think I've got a shield. It can only be stopped by a shield or a forceful heavy block. Oh, okay, I see. No, that didn't work. Okay, I seem to be losing a lot of life, and I don't seem to be able to block him. Yeah, the blocking's not happening, so already it's not clear to me what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, why did I shoot backwards like that? That's weird. Also, I can't cross my... I'm like struggling to cross my hands to do the kind of block that I want to do. So... yeah, that's not great either. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Okay, you can't run like that. I literally no idea what I'm doing. Also, there's no... You've earned a new skill. You'll get to pick an upgrade every time you complete an encounter. Improve your focus to generate more iron strikes. I don't know what they are, it hasn't explained what an iron strike is. Skills to enhance your strength and deal more damage with each iron strike. So I'm not sure if I'm just choosing one of these two or if this is a category that I'm going into. Okay, it's a category. Berserk, first impression, deals 70% bonus damage to your first 2 iron strikes against each enemy. I'm gonna go with that. That sounds good. Oh, is that my health? I didn't see that. Okay, what are we doing now? Not here? Guess we're going over there. It was really weird how there was things started growing there. These things grow under the tree as you get closer. What's that all about? Is that just like a LOD thing that they appear as you get closer? Just need to... Oh, I dropped my sword. I was hoping it would go back into... Okay. I just needed to adjust my headset. So yeah, I'm a little confused by the blocking thing. So you can hold your sword two-handed. And... let's have a look. Yeah, it will go over that way. There's... oh, okay, that's the thing, okay. Yeah, the grip is curious. I heard a noise over there. So, it seems the thing is you get into each of these... there was a name for them, wasn't there? Oh, okay, so... these guys are shooting stuff at me. Oh wow! I don't think I'm cut out for two-handed in this. The two-handed, holding of your weapon is not great. Oh shoot! I don't think I stand much of a chance when there's 2 of them against me. One of them shooting these fireballs or whatever they are, while I'm having to fight his buddy. I can't deflect those back, it seems. Okay, there's my health. Right. Oh, crikey. There's someone else coming in behind. Okay, so it looks like, I'm going to guess, the concurrent number of enemies. Oh! Can I put him between... Can I use him as a shield against the fireballs? He kind of looks like I bonked his head into his armour. Oh, my health is really dropping. If that guy would stop shooting those fireball things at me, I'd really appreciate... Ow! I'm trying to get my hits in, but also blocking him as well. I feel this would get a bit repetitive in that it's fairly obvious where they're going with their hits. But it actually feels okay. The lack of an actual collision is kind of off-putting. I don't know how I can explain it, but like there's certainly some games where when you hit them, the sword will not go through, and that combined with the haptics really gives you a sense of you've hit something, whereas this you seem to go through. There's a haptic feedback, but fortitude, defensive skill that enhances your health and resilience, skill to enhance your strength and deal more damage. Let's try that. After you take a hit, you are invulnerable for 3 seconds. That sounds like something I could use. When you block enemy ranged attacks, you deflect the projectile back towards the attacker. That's exactly what I was waiting for, or expecting to experience. So actually that's a good thing. That's a thing that you acquire. Okay, I like that. I'm liking this like contrail, or whatever you call it, on the sword. I like how this looks. I actually like how this looks. I'm not sure the gameplay is going to satisfy like your hardcore sword and sorcery, blade and sorcery, even sword and sorcery. Your hardcore blade and sorcery fans, or what's that other one that I played years ago? 2 years ago. Was it IRONSTRIKE? Hell something? I can't remember where it was. There's a few of those kind of sword, physics-based sword fighting games and everything that are actually kind of extreme. And I don't think this would satisfy. Wow, this guy is really going for it. Wow, okay. Give me a chance. It's actually fun. It's actually kind of fun. As I say, I don't think it's going to satisfy the sort of people who are playing these games. I feel like I'm being hit. Oh, I lost my health. I felt like I was being hit by something else. The going red like that isn't great. That sort of threw me a little bit. Okay. Well, this is nice. Speak.
Welcome, child. I owe you my thanks. Already I am recovered enough to return you to life, should you ever fall in battle. You need not fear death. I will never let you come to harm.
Okay, well that nicely explains how to... Oh, hello. Broadsword. Yeah, that's a nice little touch. Yeah, explain why you come back to life again. So can I just grab any of these, or like, do I have to... So I got that. If I do that, that grabs that. So if I grab that... Whoops! Try and go... No. Oh, okay. Can I not... Oh, it's just showing me what's available. It looks like I can't actually have it. Oh! What happened? How did that work? Oh, I'm curious now. Was it because I don't know what happened. Ah, so you get to change weapons. Right, I see. So I'm holding down the grip and that changes the weapon. So that's what I had. So if I throw that away, I'll just do that anyway. Ah, so I get to choose the weapon I want. So it did give the impression that you could use a combination of magic and, you know, swordy fighty things. Crossbow is nice, also a short bow. I'm going to try with this, I'm going to try with the shield, we'll see what happens. I would definitely say one of the problems I have with this at the moment, and it's a very minor problem, is some things aren't obvious what you're supposed to do. Like when I was just looking at those other weapons, it was like, can I just load up on them all? Can I just grab them? Do I have to earn them? And of course I was trying to grab them and it wouldn't let me grab them. But it actually turns out that grabbing is, you've got to hold your grip down for a few seconds or a couple of seconds or whatever. That bit wasn't obvious. Aww! I've got to learn that bounce back thing again, it seems. Right. It's not doing me much good, this shield. Well, actually the shield did me some good, I'm just not using it properly. Ow! I could see where he was going, let's just try and... Oh, no! Give me a chance! Give me a chance to get hit in. He keeps going, he just keeps swinging, there's no stopping him. Blocking him doesn't seem to really dissuade him. I lost quite a bit of health there. Yeah, blocking him doesn't seem to dissuade him from having a go at me. There's no moment that you can really get in your hit. And it seems that just swinging away doesn't do a whole lot of good either. Ah, got him anyway. Okay. Oh, right. Improve your focus to generate more IRONSTRIKE's fortitude. Coup de grace. Instantly kill any enemy that is below 20% of their max health. Sounds good to me. I'm liking that star up there. I'm liking the look of the whole place actually. It's performing really well as well. I definitely will say that for it. There's like no stutter or anything like that. Given that it's not graphically that taxing, I wouldn't have expected it to. It actually feels fun to play. I feel like there's some rough edges to how things play, and there's some rough edges in terms of helping you understand the gameplay as well. And also, it gets kind of overwhelming really quick, because like trying to take on 3 of these dudes is quite a feat. Given you've got to battle one of these, well, the other 2 are really going at it, throwing these fireballs or whatever they are at you. Yikes. Right, got rid of him. Oh! Those fireballs hit the back of those numbers, the numbers that were floating in the air. I think a little bit of work needs to work. There needs to be a little bit of work on the collisions there, because the actual text in the air was physical and actually acted as a shield. I mean, I'm not complaining, it helped me, but I feel like that wasn't intended. Right, I got him. Right, one left. I think I got 9,999 of something again. I'm not sure what that is. So, given that it said it was a roguelike, I was hoping that when I uncovered certain abilities, they would stick. So I was hoping that having picked the bounce the fireballs back thing last time, that would be persistent. Apparently not. I feel like sometimes I'm hitting him but it's having no effect and he doesn't seem to be blocking. Oh crikey, he's really laying into me. Why am I... Right, got him. Yeah, sometimes I'm hitting him and it's not having that great an effect. Skills to enhance your strength and deal more. Deal 60% extra damage for every other enemy you've hit with an Iron Strike within the last 8 seconds. If you hit an Iron Strike at least 4 seconds after its appearance, the damage is increased by 50%. You see, I don't know what that means. The Iron Strike's the enemy, in which case I've got to hit them within 4 seconds of them spawning. Is that what that means? With each Iron Strike you gain a plus 25% damage bonus up to 3 times. This bonus resets if you don't strike within 2 seconds. Means nothing to me. I'm just going to pick a random one. I think a criticism I would have of this game is there's a bunch of terminology, and you find this with a lot of software and actually with a lot of games. The developer, the author, knows the lore of their game, knows the rules of their game, and they give an explanation that uses all the terminology of their game. But they already know what an Iron Strike is, or something like that. I ain't got a clue. I don't know if it's these guys, or if it's the way I'm hitting them, or some kind of move. That sort of stuff isn't obvious. And it's a common problem I find with games, especially if it's someone who is just starting out in game development, that they forget that they actually need to explain their game. Right, got rid of him quick. So I don't know if the multiplayer thing is going to be, you versus your buddies, or if it's you and your buddies versus these guys. Either way, I can imagine it being fun, actually. Whoa, what's the shooting backwards thing? Is that him shooting me backwards? Am I pressing something? Oh, there's another... Oh, crikey! I wasn't expecting more of them. It's actually really hard to fight this guy while also avoiding those things. It feels a bit one-sided. Yeah, it feels a bit tricky to take them on with these guys, hitting you with essentially ranged weapons. At least early on. Feels a bit much early on. I encourage that guy to shoot his buddy. Is he doing him damage? That guy's definitely had damage done to him, and I haven't touched him. Is he damaging his mate? I can't tell. Come back here. Oh, God. It does, oh, That was interesting. It does feel kind of fun, but I think it feels like it needs to be fleshed out a bit more. There's something not quite right about it in terms of, I don't know, a little bit repetitive maybe. There's no nuance to it. The way the enemies are moving feels very scripted. I mean, I'm not doing great, but then I'm not great at these kinds of games anyway. But I think there is a good game in here, and I'm not saying it's bad actually. I think this would actually be fun and rewarding, especially, again, the jumping back thing. Is that me doing it, or is it him pushing me? I'm really not sure. But yeah, it's... Hang on, I'm just trying to get rid of this guy. Oh god. My health is getting low. It's also not clear to me what I can do to maybe improve my health as I go along, because I haven't seen anything that allows me to regenerate health or anything like that. It's not like I can carry things with me to heal me or something. Whew, that was close. You are healed with an extra 75 hit points at the start of every encounter. Oh, there we go. That answers that question. So 75. Okay, so I should go over 400 once this starts, right? Oh. Where am I going? Have I done that one? Oh, I must be going to that one. Oh. Oh, you can teleport. Right. I must be... I'm pulling the right stick back. So the right stick, left and right, turns you, but pressing forward does that, but also pressing backwards teleports backwards. That's potentially useful actually, as a sort of a quick dash. Oh, it's no, there's something up there. So the shield has definitely helped. I'm lasting a little longer. Just got the one guy? Oh, he's new though. Oh, he's doing a lot of damage to me. I'm not sure if there's a particular place that it helps if I hit him. Okay, my sword can't stop his sword. Which is not surprising because that's a big ass sword. Oh, so this one wants to talk to me now.
Oh,
Nim.
Hello there. You're not what I expected. I like that. I'm Nim. Welcome to Novolantis. Oh, I see you've already collected some echoes and essence. And geodes. Are those from me?
What's a geode?
My favorite thing. I know they came from the ruin, but they're so beautiful. I collect them. Bring me as many as you can, please. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
But it doesn't tell me what a geode is. So, I don't know, like... They said that apparently I brought some, but I don't remember picking any up. So that's not helpful.
Essence is basically Aeon stuff. It's what we are made of. It's what lets us do things. We lost most of our essence during the ruin, and we couldn't get it back on our own. We ended up using almost everything we had left to bring you here. That's how important you are. That's how badly we need your help.
Oh, that's a nice touch. So stuff I've actually read about is dropping to the bottom and just darkening it a little bit. Okay, so what's the ruin?
The war. It was so sudden. One week the world was bustling and lively, and the next, somehow, there was nothing. We Aeons were alone after that, all left dealing with it, each in our own way. We still are, really. Remembering that is what lets me understand them.
So...
They are those
echoes.
little crystals that show up around a beacon. And Seer says they're basically tiny bits of solid magic. Tekka will know what to do with them.
Who the hell's Tekka? Okay, let's keep going through these.
Novolantis is here. It's what we call this whole world. All of its planes put together. It's a wonderful place, full of potential. But it's lonely. Empty. There haven't been any mortals living here since the ruin. Someday, though.
So it seems like what it wanted me to do was actually go through and have a couple of runs before actually giving me access to the lore, which is a choice, I guess.
The ruin shattered our world into 1,000 separate planes. Instead of one big place, we have lots of tiny places, which I think is an improvement. They can all be different. The one big downside is that you need to use magic to travel from one plane to another. Or get an Aeon to help you.
Okay, so who are the
I
enemies?
don't like to think about it. But yes, even Aeons have enemies. And they're still out there. I'm just glad we're not facing them alone. Thanks to you. They're all great once you get to know them. Ikara and Tekka will take care of you, and Seer will teach you anything you want to know. And Vass is just the best. Though he does sometimes say stuff he doesn't really mean.
Okay, so what is our goal?
Well, I'm sure you could ask the others for suggestions. But shouldn't you be deciding that for yourself?
Deep.
We're the spirits of Novolantis. We made this world and everything in it.
Okay, so what's this? Oh! So I have 10 of these crystal things. Oh, what's, hang on. So this one here. Options, credits, connection status. Okay, so that's for the multiplayer thing. Same. That's the same thing, right? And that's the same thing again. And the same thing again. Okay. I noticed also, though, that in all of that lore dump there, the one thing it didn't tell me was what a bloody Iron Strike is, or what it means. Okay, so that gives me access to the options. So, oh, I pulled the menu up over the menu, that's interesting. That's interesting. So presumably, these aren't available yet, so they will unlock more things for me. These are available. Are these just the same? Yes, okay, so I can buy armor. It doesn't tell me... Okay, that's the armor I've got. And it tells me it's equipped, but it doesn't tell me... Oh, hello, that's me. It doesn't tell me why I'd want these different armors. Are they just different colours, or...
Hello.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought maybe you were going to help me. Armors, helms, armor base, armor ancient, weapon base. Oh, I can unlock more weapons. Okay, but they only seem to be colours. Also, pages there, right, okay, I was paging through there. What's the difference between armor and a helm? See, stuff like that, it needs explanation. That really needs explaining. Like, what the hell does that mean? Like that one. I haven't got enough for that one though. In fact, I haven't got enough for any of these armors. Oh, it goes up page 3. Ooh. So these crystal things, or whatever they are, I didn't see any sign of them. So I don't know how I've collected them. I don't know how I've got 10. So that would be useful as well. Right, these are definitely, yeah, definitely just the same. There's a lot in here. It's not very well explained. Base, weapon, accent. So this is just colours, right? So I want to equip red. Okay, so that lets me change the colour. So presumably, see, I was hoping this was going to be I was hoping this was going to be something that let me buy better weaponry to go in with, to start with. So this is like the colours of your armour, right? It's no black. That's disappointing. That red one's quite nice. I could go with that. I'm going to buy the carbon one. That'll do. Right, I've run out of those crystals. But I got this stuff now. So that's good, I think. So if I just drop those there, do they just stay there? Ah, and then they're magic to me. Okay, that's fine. I'm good with that. Can I try these out? Oh, yes, you can. Okay. Oh, it's not letting me shoot a second time though. Every single shot from your bow is a powerful iron strike. However, your rate of fire is limited by your reload speed. How do I reload? I can see I got 4, but it's not going there words. It's not going to let me reload. Oh, okay. So there's this gauge here, but it's not. Oh. Right, so I've run out. So that's how long it takes to sort of reload, so that I'm back up to 4 arrows now, so I can shoot 4 rapidly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I've run out until that number appears again. Okay. Not obvious, but I worked it out. What? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Okay, that's making some sense. It would be nice if you could carry a shield with you as well as that. So what's this then? What do I do with this? Oh, that seems like a lot too much faff. How do I choose what I'm trying to do? What? Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Don't understand. No, don't understand what's going on there. Like that? No. No. Oh, this makes 0 sense. I'm trying to follow the line, but it's not doing anything. Right, that worked. That didn't do anything. That made no sense. That seems like the worst weapon ever. See that, I just touched it to that line. I didn't even do anything, but touching it to that line didn't seem to do anything. That would make sense if I could carry it with me along with another weapon. I don't know if that's the thing you'll be able to do. This definitely, like, the thing it could do with is some kind of weapon tutorial or something like that. I feel like in this area there should be somewhere where like I can go and play in a sort of weapon sandbox or something like that. So I can try out the weapons. It spawns some enemies and lets me better understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like it's missing that. What happens if I go into the sea? Oh. I float. I wonder how far I can go. Some islands over there. Do you think they're really there, or do you think they're just part of the skybox? It's letting me go really far. Okay, it looks like I can keep going and going and going, but I don't think that island's really there. Or if it is, it's a long, 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 long way away. How do I get back? Is there a menu? I can't pull up a... Oh, there's a jump! Okay, there is a menu button, but I can't get back. And there is... connected players. Oh! Turn that off. I don't know. Like, I was going to say, I don't know what that means. I obviously know what that means, as in that's to do with the multiplayer thing or whatever. But I don't know if that means I was already on a server and no one else is playing, or that would be useful if I'd created a game that other people could join or something like that. Not sure about that either. Right, I'm just heading back to the island, and I'm not going to... So what I've decided is I'm not going to go any further into this. This is my first impression. I'm going to keep it installed though, because I'm definitely going to try it a bit more. I feel like there's a bit of fun to be had here. It's not entirely clear to me what the progression is in terms of... Because I may be wrong here, but what I'm used to... I'm not a big expert on games and things like that, but most of the stuff that I've played that considers itself roguelike, as it were, you acquire abilities that makes it easier for you to get further, but every time you die you start at the start again, but you know, you're a little bit more badass, you have more powers, and you can get deeper into it. I'm not seeing that in this yet. Maybe it is a thing that happens, because it seems everything that you can get from that character there, it all seemed to be just cosmetics, so there didn't seem to be anything that would give you an advantage. I was literally just picking out cosmetics. Oh, gunmetal. Oh, that was only one. Oh, hang on, I didn't see. Was gunmetal? Gunmetal definitely wasn't an option for the base. That's disappointing. Oh, I want the gunmetal. Can you spare me one of these things? No? Okay, fair enough. So yeah, it seems that the stuff I can get off that character is just all cosmetics or whatever. Now maybe after I've been through once or twice more, this character unlocks, and then this character unlocks, you know, each time you go through, and then you've got access to everything that they all deliver. Maybe the next one gives you the ability to kick off with better abilities or something like that. More powerful weapons, or like all those bits that you're acquiring as you're going through. So that thing of being able to bounce back one of those fireballs coming at you, that feels like the kind of thing that once you've unlocked it, you should be able to like lock it in and say, oh, I'm going to take that with me the next time, which gives me a bit of an advantage. But it doesn't seem to be the case. So maybe these characters give you the ability to do that, I don't know. What do I think of this? I'm actually quite charmed by it. I like how it looks. It's very responsive and everything. I'm actually gonna just turn down let's go, music volume. I think that was nice. It's starting to feel a bit loud at that point. Yeah, I'm kind of charmed by it. I have a strong suspicion that for quite a few people who are really into their sword play games, it's going to be disappointing. Because the way the enemies come at you, they have very, very precise and predictable moves, it would appear. Oh, is that one of those? Oh, I forgot I had that. Oh no. I'm trying to grab things, but all it's doing is just putting that in my hand. Apparently I can't put it in the other hand though. Oh, I'm interested now. Yeah, so yeah, it seems like the enemies, the NPCs, whatever you would call them, have very predictable moves, and I think that would get quite boring quite quickly for some people. Okay. Apparently you can only have the wand in your right hand. So if you're left-handed, tough. Oh, actually, wasn't that an option? I think that was an option, actually, wasn't it? So from that point of view, I don't think this game's going to be for everyone. Would I recommend it? Would I recommend it? I think it depends on the price. I'm not going to say a particular price is where I would and wouldn't recommend it or whatever. But if someone was to look at the game, say watch this video or read the information about it on the store page and things like that, and then were to say to me, I like this kind of game, what do you think? I'd say, well, it ran really smoothly, it felt nice, a little bit confusing in places and everything, but like otherwise, yeah, if it's a reasonable price, go for it, have fun. I wouldn't recommend, you know, if someone's like massively into Blade and Sorcery or something like that, I wouldn't recommend this. Oh, I've just seen that there. What's that? Because I think he would be disappointed. I think he would be disappointed. Ah, so someone else. Okay, that's interesting. I do think it's got some rough edges. I do think it needs some extra work. The rough edges aren't necessarily in the gameplay itself, and certainly aren't in the way it looks and the way it feels and its performance. The rough edges seem to be in terms of making what you're doing obvious to you. Also, I feel like the way the enemies work is a little bit unbalanced in that the first beacon or whatever it is that you go from, you're fighting one person, and then the next beacon you've got like two people, but they both essentially have ranged weapons and you don't. And in a lot of games they solve that by, you know, one of them will stand off and wait while you deal with the other one, but like in this case you're being shot at from one side while you're actually trying to have a sword fight with someone else, and that's kind of not very doable, not very sustainable, and not very rewarding as a thing to do, as a thing to play. So I feel like, what the hell was that? I feel like that needs some more thought. I feel like that, for me, and bearing in mind what I'm giving here is my opinion as someone who plays games I like my way. I'm not saying this is a general thing, I'm not saying that this is how anyone should change the game or anything like that. But for me, I feel I'd be enjoying it even more if there wasn't that problem. I don't mind taking on, you know, half a dozen enemies or something like that, even if they were all sword wielding and the like, because then it's all about finding the right position and everything. But when you've got like, at one point when I was doing that, you know, you had like 2 or 3 people stood way off, just shooting fireballs at you while you were trying to have a sword fight with someone really in your face. That just wasn't doable, and it, or maybe it would be later on in the game when you're a bit more powered or something. But really early on, as a way to capture the attention of a new player, yeah, maybe not. Oh, hello. I dropped that. I don't like this weapon. This weapon makes no sense. And it's things like this. It's not clear to me how I'm supposed to be using. See, that didn't work. I'm just so confused by how that's supposed to work. I don't like that. Oh, I like the way it sticks in the ground. Don't like that weapon at all. I think so far the one that's worked well for me is. No, you go away. Go away. I don't want you. I want this. Oh. Oh, it's not letting me grab it now. It's not letting me grab this anymore. There we go. That was a bit iffy. The lack of collision, I'm not keen on, because it sort of touts itself as a physics-based thing. But like, yeah, if it's physics based, like I'd expect collision. I'd expect me to move my hand there and then the sword to deflect like that, and I would expect that the sword would hit the that kind of thing. So yeah, from that point of view, it isn't quite what I expected. It isn't quite how it sold itself to me in the listing or whatever. But I will play this some more. I'm going to give this a fair shot because I've had games sent to me before and I've played them once and gone, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Either it seems great. I'm trying to remember. Well, there was one particular one. Puppet Play or something like that it was, as one that I can think of, that I had no idea how to play it. I had no idea how to do anything with it, but I could see that it was absolutely great, and there was no way I could say anything negative about it. I didn't want to, just because like it was obvious how good it was, so the only reason I didn't play it again was like I had no purpose for it, I had no use for it, and I got no talent for that kind of thing. Something like this, I've played games that are more gameplay like this and they've been terrible. They've just been, I won't name any at the moment, but I can think of 3 or 4 that like I played them and it's just been like, I can't find a single thing in this to really say something positive about. I'm going to remove it after I've finished and I'm never going to play it again. This, I think if I bought it, I would have been a little bit disappointed. But I'm going to carry on playing it because I'm sort of teetering on the edge, if that makes sense. Because I think this could actually improve. I think this could become something really quite fun to play. If some of those bits where it feels a bit lacking are improved. I'm really amused by the way that the plants just like pop out of the ground. And I don't know if this is like a managing the performance thing or not. And it's the devs' way of making detail load appear funny, but it kind of works. It's in keeping with the feel of this world, as it were. So if that's the point and the purpose of that, what a great little solution. I like that. That's quite cool. Anyway, from this dip into IRONSTRIKE, and I'm still not really sure what an IRONSTRIKE is. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.